The type of people that we hire here at Development One that we believe are best suited for an architecture career are the people that come out of college with a well-rounded experience, not only academically, but outside of the classroom. We try to see what it is that they did. What were their leadership skills? What was their exposure to the profession outside of the classroom? You know, sometimes we see students coming in, graduates coming in to interview here, and the resume just has coursework through their college. And to us, that's not enough. It says a lot about them, of exposing themselves and trying to get experience to what the school did or did not do for them. So to us, it's very, very important that that a prospective employee shows that they took it on themselves to develop well as a student inside and outside the classroom. The profession of architecture is a very, very demanding profession. It requires a lot of passion to be able to get through to it. It's very gratifying, though. Some of the things that we get from this profession, I think, are beyond a paycheck. To me, it has added purpose to my life. What I have designed in this environment actually affects people outside of where I work. It affects their lives. It affects how they operate on a daily basis. It helps them give a place where they can perform their daily activities, whether it be work or home or school. It is affecting their life, hopefully in a positive way. And that is my goal and my purpose, to be able to affect these lives. You know, by the time all this is said and done, I'm hoping that I will have affected a lot of people through my design work and through Development One. That is my personal goal. And I think it should be the goal of everybody. If you are going to become an architect, that is what you should look forward to. Purpose. The advice that I would give somebody considering becoming an architect is make sure you are passionate about this profession. Make sure that you really can embrace the challenges, the length of education required, the training, be able to be committed to the profession before you go into it. If you have that in your mind, it requires a tremendous amount of commitment, you will succeed and you will be rewarded very, very well for that commitment. That is the first thing that I would advise anybody considering going into architecture. The other one is that one thing that not everybody has been able to do. I've been able to do it, and that is to be able to combine your passion with your profession. Okay, I know I'm using that word passion, but passion can be defined in many ways and used in many ways. For me, my passion of aviation and my profession of architecture, I've been able to marry those to be able to become a more complete architect and human being. To be able to bring those passions together, your profession and your passion, in my case aviation, and be able to design facilities that complement both, I think has been a tremendous feat for me that allows me to get up in the morning and feel excited about going to work. Whatever your passion is, could be education, could be helping the elderly, could be the design of automobiles. All of these require architecture that allows those activities to take place. So if you like helping the elderly, perhaps you can design facilities for the elderly. If you want to help the needy, perhaps you can design hospitals. If you are passionate about automobiles, there's factories that, of course, design and build automobiles, and you can design facilities for them. If social services is your thing, to design fire stations. If you wanted to be on the side of firemen, but your future did not allow it, perhaps to design facilities for firefighters is one of the ways that you can blend your career with your passion. So it's important to be able to take a look at that. When I graduated, my master's thesis was design of an aviation terminal building. Of course, back then I was trying to figure things out. What I ended up figuring out in the long run was that my passion was in aviation. So I could design aviation facilities. So that is part of my skill set here at Developmental One, that I am able to design facilities in the aerospace and aviation industries.